Volatility on the chart. Welcome everyone. Good to have you here. And 1 second, I need to close the curtain again. So give me, and of course close the door because else it's gonna get noisy for other people. Oh, that's better, no? That's better. Loving the dramatic music at the beginning of the live stream. Oh, yeah. So welcome everyone. It is a beautiful sunny day in the south of France. It's almost November. 22 degrees. Oh boy, am I not complaining. Dun, 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 dun. So, it is 2:30 p.m. Central European Time. And we have some news here, so that might increase the volatility. So make sure that you trade safe. Okay. So in today's live stream, of course, we're gonna analyze the chart using Elliott waves again. And what I'm looking for, last night I went live and the title of the stream last night was The Last Hurdle. And that was because of the daily naked point of control here at 73.5k, just below the all-time high, which hasn't been taken. The all-time high that is on my chart here and the index chart. I heard that on CME, it did get taken, but that chart, to be honest, is not relevant to me. I don't use that chart. Yeah, it's a nice area of resistance. The box nicely respected retracement to the downside, right? That's what we were waiting for. A bit of a range, bit of a retracement. We hit resistance. So of course, just below all-time high as well. Resistance, always an area of interest. And so far, quite a nice little move to the downside, 2.5%, approaching the 3%. As price is moving below the daily naked point of control. Next area of support really would be the previous lower time frame range here and the white box. Below this white box, however, I don't really have too much going on. So we'll see what happens. So, welcome everyone, and special welcome to Christian Yepes. Hopefully I pronounced that correct. Great to have you here. Good afternoon, Master. I just became a gold member for the first time. Finally, form is already sent. I wish I could learn from the best, could learn the best from you. Thank you, Christian, and welcome to the team. Top step of the podium. I'll make sure after the live stream to get you sorted. I indeed see you filled in the form. And Jeroen or I will get to it. Jeroen, my employee, he's the one that mostly looks at the new members and gives them the roles or removes the roles, right? So I'll just wait and see what happens. And if after the live stream you haven't been given access yet, I'll make sure to do it for you. So welcome to the team, Christian. Welcome to the Gold Squad. If you have any questions, of course, after you join, let me know. Seriga, Yaniv, welcome. Good to have you here. Nice meeting earlier today. Eva, welcome as well. Tim, cheers, man. In Discord to the mods can sort you. You should look for the form in Discord. Oh yeah, but he has the form, so he filled in the correct form there. So I bet the family farm. Zello, Reloads, welcome. Andrew, how you doing? Good to have you here, man. Welcome again. Always here, always here. Made it raining in the Netherlands, says Tim. Yeah, come join me here, Tim, man. Come join me here in the south. Spain is flooded as well. Natural disaster. Valencia is underwater. Just insane. I heard the brother of Tim, and also a great friend, as Tim is a real life friend, was in Valencia last week. Or earlier this week, no, last weekend, and he left just in time. Like crazy weather, there. Yeah. So can you look at the ETH chart? We'll focus on Bitcoin first, and then we'll see like what happens. Yeah, let's wait patiently. Wait, I'm talking rubbish. So let's first focus on the Bitcoin chart, and then we can possibly look at other charts depending on the questions. Like yesterday. Yesterday we did the same. Last night had a look at Bitcoin, and then we went to like other charts as well. Christian, welcome. Greg, welcome. Ace winner, what's up? Ibrahim, Madi, thank you. Always a pleasure. Haven't yet started the analysis, but appreciate Joel. What's up, Yocosta? Oh yeah, Yocosta. The DM, I'll reply to you after the live stream as well. I have read your message and I can answer it, but I'll do it in the DMs. Yeah. So thanks for sending as well. Chris, welcome. 71K. Yeah, so we have some support here. So let's get into the chart, shall we? Do some Elliott wave analysis and then see if anything happens during the stream. Then we get to questions and Q&A, right? So after the analysis, chatting and Q&A. And then I have a question as well, actually, for all of you, because there's like an interesting idea that we have for 2025. And I just want to hold it against you guys and see what you think. But let's first start with the analysis. What should I do, long or short? You should follow your own plan. Funny enough, actually, what I want to talk about after the analysis shortly, what I want to hold against you, it has to do with building a plan. So nice. This is the wrong channel for signals. You need a plan. This channel is all about education and making you fish for yourself. This is not a channel to ask for long or short. If that's the goal, you're going to be a forever losing trader, first of all. And second, you'll probably won't, you just won't make it in this industry. So it's as simple as 1, 2, 3. So what you need to do is 6 steps. First of all, step 1, step 1 is build experience with all the tools in TradingView. Step 2, find your favorites, build statistics. Step 3, combine some of your favorite statistics or favorite tools into a strategy. Build more statistics. Step 4, tweak and adjust. Build more statistics. Step 5, start trading and low portfolio size and work on your trading psychology. And step 6, increase your portfolio size. I am unfortunately not in a position to recommend anyone in longs or shorts. It depends on your plan. What's up, Patrick? How you doing? Welcome back, by the way. I saw your message earlier. I missed it, but yo, what's up, Patrick? Kun's attitude. No, it's just I have a very black and white line with the long and short questions. Those are just I'm here to help you build a plan so that you will forever not ask those questions again in any live stream on any social media platform, because you can now trust yourself because you have a plan and a strategy that you collect the data about. You know everything about it. You don't need any YouTuber, any Twitter account, any what. You only need yourself, your plan, your strategy, and trade it and enjoy the profits. That is my goal for you. People that ask, should I long or short, basically tell me that they don't have a plan, they don't have a strategy, they are looking for signals or shortcuts. There's no shortcuts, right? So if you are not prepared to take the time to develop a plan or strategy, you don't belong in this industry. If you are willing to develop a plan strategy, learn an existing strategy like Elliott waves, right? Or other stuff that's out there like ICT or whatever it is, right? Find a mentor and you dedicate yourself. That's good. That's good. So it's absolutely perfectly fine. Who was it? Trending for Life. No worries, but it just gives me an opportunity to talk about this. So yeah, I'm very black and white when it comes to that topic. Because I don't want anyone to waste their money. So let's get started. Just a short overview again, right? Multi 1-2 on the chart. And yeah, we just basically are looking for wave 1 to end. One of the thumbnail ideas I had was mind the fake out or watch out for a fake out. Because locally, this impulse still looks better as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then after a wave 5, you look for 1 to end. You take all-time high and you almost like swing fill it and then get the retracement. But yeah, so that is what we're looking for here locally, right? So bullish idea here on the daily time frame. After 2, you expect continuation to the upside. The bearish scenario, however, is a bigger flat, not the highest probability, but here you're looking for A, B, and then a wave C to take out 49K. Currently not the highest probability, right? You always need a bearish scenario as an analyst, always bullish, always bearish. This is the bearish one. And in this case, we are looking for a 5-wave impulsive structure to the downside to take out the low. Now you hit the minimum target for a flat being the 0.9 fib taken from start to end of A. Most common target is higher, that is the blue box 77 to 83K for a wave B. And the wave B has to be a 3-wave structure. At the moment, the only way to have a 3-wave structure here would be WXY, double zigzag, or some sort of W, yes, X and then Y, or from this low, when you count a triangle here in WXY, you then look for A, B, and then a C within C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that's your bearish scenario. Yeah, probabilities at the moment higher for the bulls, but of course, the moment things change, you will be the first to know as we upload content multiple times a day. So on the 1-hour time frame, the more bullish scenario where you do look for this high to be taken and therefore, very likely the all-time high is this here, 1, 2, 3, looking for 4 and 5. This is your common target for 4. Preferably though, this range holds as this is a lower degree wave 4, as you are then looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you have your 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, maybe another 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, whatever. You're looking for that 4, 5. This is a lower degree 4 in that case, and a wave 4 of a higher degree tends to retrace to the wave 4 of a lower degree. You don't really want to see price move all the way to the 05. A little bit of support here maybe, but it's nothing significant. The 0.618 is your invalidation at 69.3K, taken from this low over here, the lowest point of your 2, to the high of your 3, right? Your bearish scenario is a finished impulsive structure where you then have your 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, finito, and you look for a bigger retracement to the downside. What lowers the probabilities for this is the highest amount of volume in your wave 5 on a 2-hour, 3-hour, 4-hour, 6-hour, 12-hour time frame. Even on the 1 hour, this high here had a higher volume than this here, which is less common in a wave 5 to have higher volume than a wave 3. And let me show you the 2 hour. So here you can see, let me actually remove my circle here. So here you can see higher, 3 hour, higher, 4 hour, higher, etc. Which is less common. If you would fall over, then the probabilities are higher that this, funny enough, is a wave C, which is what you would like to see in the bearish scenario. But at the moment, it doesn't have the highest probability. So the bullish scenario has a higher probability than the bearish scenario. For not only because of volume, but this wave 4 here is also shorter in time than your 2, which is less common. Not an invalidation, it is less common. The minimum target has been reached, 382 compared to 2, but not the, it's not longer. And your wave 4 retraced incredibly shallow as well. If you take a fib from the low of your 2 to the high of your 3, it didn't hit the common target, the 0.236 minimum target. I don't often talk about the 146, gotta be honest. Very rare for me to put this one on the chart. So here you are. The 146 is a very rare absolute minimum target for a wave 4. But this is your common target, and this is by far most common. You know, the 146 is incredibly rare that that a wave 4 bounces on the 146. So very rare for me even to talk about the 146. But it is a level for force, but it's just it's very rare. So from a probabilities perspective, on the weekly, we are looking for the bullish scenario, right? Didn't cover the weekly just now, but you know what we look for. This is your conservative scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then your more bullish scenario, double 1, 2, continuation. Doesn't matter. In both cases, you're looking for price to take all-time high, and what happens after will determine the scenario. Either you look for your 5 or you look for your 3. In a wave 5, you're looking for a bigger range to form in the target area of your wave 5 and a bigger rejection, right? Because you're going to start a bear market. In a more bullish scenario, you look for impulsive continuation and only small ranges, but continuation consistently. No big ranges and higher targets, right? So yeah, this is currently on the weekly time frame, your higher probability, bullish. On the daily time frame, as long as we do not see any significant weakness locally, there's no reason to think the bearish scenario has the highest probability. At the moment, bullish market structure, supported of course by all the bullish CVDs that have already played out as price was moving up. Yeah, and yeah, that's that. So daily also bullish, but after, and then on the 1 hour, we're looking for that wave 4 and preferably one more high in a 5. And it would be nice that if we then do make another high locally on the 1 hour time frame with the bullish scenario, what I would enjoy to see, right? We'll see the reaction, but what I would enjoy to see is to then have range, and then get a wave 5, close a few candles above here, and then move back down. This is going to be your bait. From a market maker's point of view, that would be a nice liquidity grab. Because people, of course, after such a long time going sideways this year, you know, like the breakout traders, emotional traders, this is their entry, you know, like this part of the chart is where they're like, they go, you know. So it's a great opportunity to grab that liquidity, drag it down, hit the stop losses to make people panic, maybe some nice liquidations, fill the bags even more for the longs, and then pull it back up. And the people that then bought here might either be out of funds or they're too scared to re-enter here again, but then we actually continue. So from a psychological point of view, it would be very attractive to take out the all-time high, but then create a fake out after the all-time high, instead of just pure continuation. We'll see, right? So after a wave 5, what you're going to be looking for is your 3, your 4, your 5. And then, of course, you look for a bit of a range to form, a bit of a rejection. And then we will know, right? We will know. We'll follow price action. We will figure out what then happens. But it is very attractive to think about the psychology of the price action here locally. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. Let's go into chatting Q&A and answer whatever you got for me. I actually forgot to check when we started the analysis. It is now 24 minutes, so I guess we started at what, 12 or something? I also have, before I continue, I have a question that I have for you guys about 2025. So I'll get to your questions here. Oh yeah. So I have something for you. So in 2025, this is just an idea, but I want to hold it against you, and I want to know your thoughts. So I always talk about creating a plan, creating a strategy, right? Following 6 steps that I have identified in my career that I followed myself and I can recommend to everyone to become a consistently profitable trader. Now, what I also realized when I, back in the day, started trading, my first trade was a big winner. After that, I pretty much lost all my profit and a little bit more. And only then I started to educate myself, build a plan. And I didn't know the 6 steps at that moment in time on how to build a plan, right? I was just trying my best. But in hindsight, going through all the steps and the phases, building statistics, building my plan, I eventually got a plan and got the 6 steps, right? Now, I also realized that I went at it alone. And trading can at times be quite lonely in a way. Having a community, first of all, is nice. But how about creating a plan or a strategy in a team? So here's the thing. I want to actually like poke you guys and see what you think about the following. What if I would organize an exclusive team of 5 to 10 people, right? It's going to be, we're going to select them. We pick them. So we create a team of 5 to 10 people that want to develop a plan together. I'm gonna be the person on top, right? So I'm gonna fully guide it as well. But we're gonna be a team, preferably different time zones as well, where we cooperate and follow the 6 steps with like all together. We collect data all together. We discuss. We track data, we trade, we test, we work on our psychology. Basically, we go through the 6 steps with a team instead of alone. Everyone has their role in the team. I'm going to be on top of the team and I'll be guiding it, right? But you guys follow the steps. I get the material. I can help where needed. I'm going to be on top, questions, all that stuff. But we're going to do this and develop a plan together. It can be a completely different plan than what I am trading at the moment, right? It doesn't matter. We have to eventually find agreement on some of the tools and this and that, and then we just go at it. And then we develop a plan all together, step by step, showing you exactly how it works in practice. And once we then have the plan, right, then we can kind of become like an exclusive trading group because everyone in the team has added their value to creating that plan, right? So you can then all trade together because you got a plan together. You can trade it all together, and if this is successful, right? If this process is if people enjoy it, if it's a success. Then we want to multiply this and create different groups. So then people from the first group that have followed the whole process, that know all the steps, that got all the material, that built the statistics, they can then manage future groups and actually become a part of like the whole Koens team as well, where we want to help people to develop a plan. Because I realized myself and someone in chat here as well that approached me because this idea, by the way, came because of someone in chat. Yes. So thanks to Janif. I'll just shout you out. So we were talking about it. I always talk about building a plan, building a strategy. I've had a few meetings now with Janif where we were trying how could we take this further? He had an initial idea. Today we had a meeting this morning again and things became a bit more clear. And I just wanted to hold it against you guys and see what you think. So you build a trading plan together. You go through all the steps. It's going to be a mix of maybe more experienced people, new people, or maybe we have 2 groups. We'll see. But then I'm going to be on top of it in the first test phase. Because of the effort, the time of what we're doing, there will be a prize on it, but it's not like anything significant. So do not worry. But we are going to work on a plan together. It can take 3 months, 6 months. Maybe we just say, okay, we're just going to do it for the whole of 2025, like full year. We will very likely have some sort of a questionnaire for people that are interested And then we need to put a team together. We need to think about how we get the team. But so yeah, in summary, I always talk about making a plan, building a plan, create statistics. And in Diamond, I have all of this, right? In Diamond, there, like, you see my plan, you see the steps, I have the tools, but now we want to take it up a notch, where for me, this channel started with, like, I actually wrote down my vision, mission, and stuff today. Let me actually hold it against you here as well. So I had to write it because of something else. So I said, the vision of this channel is twofold. One is to become the #1 Elliott Wave analysis channel, competing with Elliott Wave International, the founders, in branding and name. And so we want to be top of mind. I want to help people explore Elliott Waves and learn about it. And then the mission of this channel, right, is to provide daily updates and have a very strong focus on education and explanation, right? So, no. And the values are trust and transparency, right? La-di-la. So I always talk about building a plan, creating a plan, education. But I think we can, take it one step further, focus even more on education, and create a plan together in a team where it's a social environment. You're not alone. You're going to follow all the steps, create that plan, and then eventually, as a team, you can trade that plan. So you are your own trading squad, trading team, which is really cool. So we're thinking about it, and of course, I see the chat while I talk about it. What a reaction! I honestly didn't expect it. I told Yaniv, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna talk about it in the live stream and see what people think." But that's really, really cool, guys. So thanks for your reply and your reaction. Very motivating as well. And it would be a nice next step in the educational side of this channel, to, instead of people working on their plans themselves and provide them the material, then actually in a group environment, actively involved, and build a whole plan, go through the steps. So yo, wow, just one team to start with, because it's also new for us. So we preferably start with one team, run through everything, and develop that plan, and the strategy and all the steps. So the 6 steps, right? Try as many free tools as you can online, build experience with them, build the statistics, and then step 2, 3, 4 are actually statistics. 5 is trading low portfolio, work on psychology. 6 is increasing portfolio size. We want to do this with one team. And once we get to a result where we then find a trading strategy that works based on data, based on everything we gather at that moment in time, that is the moment where we can say, okay, this group is now this group has their plan. They can now all trade the plan as a separate trading team, basically. And then we take it from there, and then yeah. You're great. Thank you, Carl. Also props to Yaniv, by the way. I like the idea from Australia. 64-62. Currently, the probabilities are at the moment high to still take out the high before, looking for potentially a move down, but probabilities at the moment are not in favor of going that deep below these lows here. Taking all-time high first would be higher probabilities. You should do that. Sounds great. I love it. Will be for count me in. Trend channel is broken. Looking for a wave 4. Yeah. Eva, love it. Thanks, guys. Percent gain while leading diagonal theory still looks viable and validation. The leading diagonal is only viable if you look on log skill, because wave 5 is longer than wave 3 on the linear skill, which is not allowed. Unless you have another leading diagonal. So, but this is something that's very much an alternative. So then you have 1, 2, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then this is your diagonal. For me, this is an alternative scenario, not one that I really cover at the moment, because wave 4 here looks better as a sideways WXY structure instead of just a zigzag here. And then sideways WXY is not allowed in a wave 4 of a diagonal. Allow for me to have a bigger, and now we are still in wave 3. Only on log scale, but on... So I quickly answer some questions here. Look, this move up has been 50%. Log scale only becomes really, really relevant if you go to the weekly. Sorry, I was actually on log because I just came off the weekly time frame. But only when price pumps hundreds of percent and you are analyzing a piece of the chart that has pumped, at least over 100, 150, 200%. That's when log scale is useful. Here, it's better to use linear. And on a linear scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diagonal is invalidated as 5 is too long. On a log scale, your invalidation is still higher, but I currently don't use that here. Sounds good. Great idea. Overload of candidates. Yeah, I think so. I didn't really expect this. Rosie, feeling very lonely in case of trading. My friends think trading is a scam. Let's prove them wrong. No. Your pleasure, Rosie. If not picks for teams, can we follow? Oh, we have to think about all that. This is, guys. This is literally. We only wrote things down and had the idea, and I made notes, and we are very much in the starting phase of getting this idea potentially off the ground. I just wanted to see your reaction and if you're excited, but I guess we have our answer here. How are you going to select the first traders if interest is high? We don't know yet. We're thinking about looking at a questionnaire, having a mix of time zones, so that there's always someone that can collect data. For example, right? If you live in Europe and you're in bed, then someone in Asia can continue to work while you're sleeping. So it's like a real global team effort. I mean, look, how cool would it be that you develop a successful trading plan? You make some profits, and then we organize a meeting, and everyone flies in, the whole team. Yeah. Cheers, Muddy. Sion, finance background, more than 1 year of and studying trading. Finance background, that's a good background to have in this industry. I have a lot of different training, but the strategy has always lacked. Holy moly. Thanks, guys. Greg, Anushka. I'm always long. Cheers, Rosie. Yo, yeah, Niv, are you taking screenshots or right? Wait, he's writing. Interesting times. What's up, Odin? How you doing? Welcome. ETH is moving. When would okay? So this is where when would 1 hour and wave 4 ideally end? After time wise, you want to have it end after the 1-to-1 compare or wait. So oops. So you take your fib time, right, and then you take the high of your the 1. So you have your first impulse up, right? Let me put this on the chart here. So you take a fib time from the start of 2 to the end of 2. Now, I have not counted this in a lot of detail, but you can quite clearly see the range here, right? So, for me, this looks more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's say down here. So we already made a low after the 1-to-1 here. Right, if we take this one, not yet, but it's definitely, it already reached the minimum, which is the 0.382. And what Thunderin said, which is correct, is that it also broke the trend channel taken from end of 1, end of 3, and then I like to use this low because most of then this range is included. But you now broke the trend channel finally. So therefore probabilities are now higher. The range you're looking for is a wave 4. Very difficult, your idea, because everyone will want to participate. I guess in a way it's makes life a little bit more easy. But of course, we wanna create one team first, and then after that we can create multiple with and then have a whole team, and just copy this. It's like, Toastmasters International about public speaking, right? It's like similar but different, right? Like you have in Toastmasters, you have your local club, and you can sign up to the club and then train yourself and and then you present in front of the class, and but it's like a similar system where we start with one club, quote unquote, one team, and then when that team is done and finished, they have their plan, you can take a few people from the team that are interested, and those people will then be the manager of a new team. And then once that new team has their plan and their strat, right, then you can create some people of that can be managers of new teams again. And it can become a little bit bigger to help more and more people create a plan and a strategy. And also the existing plans and strategies that are made, they will never just be out there. We'll never just share them on a live stream. Oh, we have this strategy and it's profitable, because a lot of work goes in it. So before people are allowed to make use of strategies or plans that have been developed internally, there needs to be also like a certain requirements, like a system before you get access. So it's very much in the beginning. We're just thinking about it, but your reaction makes it very very motivating. ETH. Oh yeah, we'll have a look at the ETH in a second. Do it live so we can follow. So at least the first test likely offline, but we'll see. We consider everything you say as well, Greg, and everyone here. We are gonna take probably I'll mention this a few more times and see what other people think, but get the feedback and we can build on top of it. So education for me is super important, but I also I've been there doing it by myself, but I think it's a nice next step in the educational side of the channel, which to me education and helping people is very important, always has been, even before YouTube. So it could be a nice follow-up. Why is the triangle with the long 3 not possible? Oh, you mean the diagonal? A long 3 is possible, but a wave 5 is not allowed to be longer than your 3. So I think you're talking about this triangle, right? So that's a diagonal. But in a diagonal, your 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your 5 is not allowed to be longer than your 3, which it is now on a linear scale. And counting this as a 1, 2, and then a 3, 4, 5 is not relevant at the moment. Also, your 3 would be very long for a diagonal compared to your 1. Yes, 3 can be longer than 1, but it's still not common. And being so much longer than your wave 1 is also not... this is quite a lot longer. It's not really something I'm gonna be looking at. What? Yeah, we'll probably at least record the process in I don't know how, because I won't always be there. I'm always on top, but not always, of course, recording, as everyone is going to collect their data, stats, and do all the things. Might be interesting for people to record what they are doing so that we can have a log in the group that if people in Asia continued collecting some data and statistics, then when Europe wakes up, that you can check what the previous person did on video just to make sure it's aligned with how you did your stuff, and then continue building on that. Yeah. How did we calculate yellow wave 1 in your one-day bull scenario? Up. So this, oh, not that one. So here you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, and your 5. Yo, what's up, Samith? Welcome. Samith, everyone. Great Elliott wave analyst himself. Very clean charts. God, I love to see it. It's also, usually it's quite easy to recognize people that are more advanced in their Elliott wave journey because of the way the charts look. If charts are very messy, then generally it's someone that's starting or in the early phases. And once charts become more clean, more structured, that is when usually that comes with the experience of Elliott waves. This was typical, but it is a real strategy that I would love to share. Yeah, I mean, TP. First of all, thanks for saying that. And yeah, always interested, of course, to hear more there. Dupin, I lack of knowledge. Now I know I won't be on the. No, it's not Elliott waves. The building a strategy has nothing to do with Elliott waves. It can be any tool, anything. It will be, the group will decide. It can be Elliott waves as well, but it can also be a trendline strategy together with Fibonacci and the VWAP. It can also be order flow together with horizontals and maybe ICT. I don't know, right? It can be anything. It can be 2 tools, can be 4 tools. It's a complete group effort. It's complete creative freedom for the group while I'm there to guide the group. And we need to make an agenda, like a bit of an estimation of, hey, we're going to use this amount of time to explore the tools, this amount of time for step 2, this for 3, 4, 5, and then eventually step 6, and then the year is finished. Or we're thinking about a year, which making a plan can take a long time. This is a group effort, so I don't know how quick it may go. It can go a lot quicker because, of course, your input is multiplied by other members in the team instead of me doing it myself. It took a lot longer. So the curve might be a lot shorter. But I don't know. So we might just say, okay, we're just going to do it for a year, but we might be finished in 6 months. Possible. But I think a year is good. And also it avoids the audience, right? I wanted to say sowieso, which is Dutch, but by all means, the audience that watches this channel tends to be have a more professional approach, tends to be more interested in educating themselves, becoming indeed a long-term profitable trader by working on plans and strategies instead of looking for signals, boom and bust, moon, YOLO stuff. The next 1000x meme coin, and so I think for this audience it's also not a problem to say, hey, we're gonna do this, but it's gonna take 6 months, gonna take 1 year, because there's no instant gratification need for the audience that I attract with the channel, because everyone here understands that building a plan takes time. And you can still do your own trading outside, right? It's not like you're not maybe trading yourself anymore. Of course, you can just continue trading the way you do. But you're at the same time also in a group effort building a brand new strat. My count, say where. Triangle C. Wait. 16 September. Yes, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I see what you mean. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then your 5. So what I'm checking here is what Tress just mentioned. Yeah, so the reason, I'll explain, the reason why I have not yet put this diagonal, I've put it on the chart in previous streams, but I don't put it in the video at the moment, is because your wave 4, to put the end for triangle C. So if this is your 4 has to be a zigzag family structure. So a zigzag, double zigzag, or a triple zigzag. You can count a zigzag here. It's just that this move up looks very much like a double zigzag, another wave 1. It's really a struggle to count it as a nice wave 1. Now, of course, later, as new information comes in, we might change this. But at the moment, this move up here looks very much like a 3 correction and then a 3 here. But that means that this is then not a wave 4 in a diagonal anymore. It's going to be a WX and then a flat in a Y. And that is not allowed in a diagonal. So it is something we've been looking at in the past as well, and it's nice for you to repeat it here on stream. I can talk about it. It's just not yet something I really cover in the in the videos as like a main scenario. I'm looking at. Invalidation is 75.7K. By all means, in the end, what you're still looking for is you're still looking for a 4 and a 5. It's just that your retracement is going to be deeper. So the only difference is you're going to have a retracement, but after a diagonal, which then starts here, by the way, right? If this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a diagonal, you expect a deeper retracement to lower levels. Your invalidation is then this low here at 57K. That's the difference. So the lower time frame is still the same. It's just that zooming out, you're gonna have a difference. Oh. But we will be able to track this scenario as price then would tumble to the downside. If that happens after taking the all-time high, preferably, and then based on that structure, we will be able to see how deep we go. XRP, yeah, we actually analyzed, like we quickly looked at XRP yesterday and the day before even. Meeting in Bangkok, yeah, never been there. I mean, would be happy to come. Oh, I gotta up my pace here. Second meeting in Bangkok. Did you spot the triangle also? I'll bring the white Russians, 886. That's why I want to join the group, yeah. But in this plan, is it looking for completely new? Depending on the team, the tools the team like, can be easy, can be complex. It's completely new methods, completely new strats. It's all about the process. Like once you know in detail how to develop a plan using those steps and the tools and everything that we will put in the group, you can at any time. You can adjust your strategy. You can add a new tool. You know exactly how it works. You basically have a roadmap of at any time develop a new strategy or adjust your current strategy because maybe the market changed a little bit and you get some different results. So now you're looking to maybe improve it again. And so what you're going to learn in the team is not going to be only used in the period that we're all working on creating that plan. It's going to be useful for the rest of your trading career. Like the value in there is it goes a lot further than we're just working on it for 6 months or 1 year. You'll never forget it. You'll have all the tools, the process, right? Same as like cycling, or driving a car. It takes a while to get it, but then later you can 10 years down the line, you're still driving a car. You still know how it works. It's the same with the team method, right? So the value is mainly in knowing exactly how the steps work and how you create that plan. And of course, the goal is to create a profitable trading plan with the team. And then at any moment in time, you can just use everything you learned for yourself. Yeah. What's up, Agent? How are you doing? Yeah, correct, Carl. It also has a lot to do, of course, with dedication, motivation. Absolutely. So, but we will make sure to inform you guys as this progresses into more and more detail. That's also true, Tim. Sam, what's up? How you doing? Better late than never, no? Better late than never. I saw your email. I still have to reply. Cheers, Power Meet. Not all trade entries are equal. Some allow the ability for more or less risk than other. That's correct. That's correct. Yes, that's also true, Chris. That's true. That is going to be step 1 and step 2. So in step 1 and 2, that's where you basically collect data on different tools and choose certain tools. And then in step 3 is where you're going to minimize and only look at, okay, these are the ones that did well. These are the ones we combine into now one strat, and now we all collectively go through the chart and collect the data. Yeah. But keep me posted. Yeah, cheers, Power absolutely. Yeah, Tribal Council of Trading. How do you count the first? How do you count the first one of the multi 1-2 as an impulse? You mean from the low at 49, or you mean the low of 52? Trading, I would guess, do this all the time. Testing, improving, and discussing mathematicians are. I'm actually not sure. So, like based on my experience creating my plan, so the reason I have those 6 steps, I probably need to give it a more sexy name instead of just 6 steps, it's because it's 6 steps. But I just happened to get to these 6 steps because once I started to do streams a lot, I got questions. Does it go up or down, or how do I make a plan? And and then I always spoke about my story, but I didn't have something tangible. And that's when I thought about, well, if I look back at my journey, so I got myself a paper and a pen, and I wrote down my whole journey, and then I was like, so what are the key things in this? Like what happened? Why am I where I am? And then that's how the 6 steps originate. And then I was like, okay, well, there we go. And now I can explain people on streams what I did in a short and sweet. One of the biggest challenges in the process of learning is managing your risk. Always have a risk, or manage your risk. Have a stop loss. What's up, JP? Jeroen, welcome. Welcome, Nirmal. What's up, Dejan? Would you be grouping the group based on their location? We preferably so everything is still an idea, right? So it's early phase, but it would be ideal if we have a few people in every bit of the world so that we can continue working on the plan and the strategy as people are sleeping, but always have a moment on a day where we can have a meeting all together, because it's always like a moment in a day where everyone is like still awake. But it helps to make progress quicker and have someone in every region. But it's an idea for now. We've been talking about it a few times now, Yaniv and I, and yeah, it's an idea that we are thinking of executing in order to help people more with creating a planned strategy, plus doing it in a social environment, and learn things that they will never forget. Price is looking for support on the trend channel on the weekly. It found resistance breaking into the past today, and it's not there. The way forward is hoping to find support, then up. Thanks, Yaniv. Price looking for support on the trend channel on the weekly. Oh, wait, is it moving back into the trend channel? 1 second, let me have a look. Oh yeah, there we are again. So this is a trend channel. The main role of this channel is for price to eventually break out, increasing probabilities for a wave 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, look for 5. In general, from a channeling perspective, getting back inside the channel doesn't really have any meaning with the trend channel, as your main purpose is to look for wave 4, which is breaking the channel trend line. You're going to be thinking about a 4. But it can, of course, from just a pure channeling, not Elliott wave channel relationship, your channel now can, of course, act as resistance. Yeah. Common target for the 5th wave we're expecting on the 1 hour. Depends a little bit on how low 4 still goes, but let me show you. Up. So if this is, so in your 4, let me put it on the chart if you're looking for this. Right, now imagine, right, we have to wait and see what the range gets us, but imagine this is your low of your 4, right? Both. Now let's use the 382. Let me have a quick check here. I think I just want to use the 382. Yeah, I mean, let's for the sake of the example use the 382. Hello? There we go. So first of all, you take a normal Fibonacci from the end of your 3 to, you know, the low of your 4, end of your 4. So I just select the 382 for now. And you put on the 1.236 and the 1.618. Second, you take the 1-to-1 from the start of 1 to the end of 1 to then the end of your 4. Again, we use the 382 as an example. You toggle on the 1-to-1. Now this one is not useful because it's below 3. And you want the target, of course, to be above 3. Sometimes the 1-to-1 is very far above. Sometimes it's not. You know, it happens, but this one is not useful because your minimum target for 5 would be taking the high of 3. Truncations are very rare where wave 5 doesn't take the high of 3. And then finally, you take the 0.618 from the start of 1 to the end of 3 to the 382, right? The end of 4. I just select the 382 in the sake of this example. And then you use the 0.618. The 382, by the way, is also a target, but that's only if your wave 3 is incredibly extended. But for now, let's get that off. And then there you go. So now this here, that's your target area. So 74 to 76, 405. Those are, and finally, but I don't really like to use this. You can use a channel as well, right? You can use a channel. So yeah, let's now use this low. And then this is an end channel, right? So from the end of 2, I mean, arguably I can take this low or this one. It doesn't really change too much. But what you're looking for is the end of your 2, end of your 4, high of your 3. And then you like wave 5 to end in the upper half of the channel. Of course, if your wave 4 is moving lower or it's gonna, you know, take more time, the channel changes and you're looking for the upper half preferably. But I don't really like to use the channel as targets. I prefer horizontals. I like the trend channel and the base channel the most out of the channels. Yeah. Lost all the gains. Dasek, welcome. How you doing? Yep, Jeroen. Jeroen is here. AI. Oh yeah, AI Jeroen Waning is here. Yeah, correct. How did we calculate yellow wave 1? That is your extended 1 pop. 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 range 5 1 2 3 sideways range 5. Bit more clean and a bit more zoomed in. 1 2 3 4 5. That is your first structure, after which you then went sideways. The koenztrading builder. Oh, please, that one. It's man, it sounds so cringe. Can you imagine? Sorry, man. Can you imagine? Yeah, if someone in chat is like, shall I long or shall I short? And I'm like, well, what you need to do is you need to follow the koenztrading builder. But hey, it is what it is. I guess it gets to the point. Follow the koenztrading builder. All right, I think, oops, daisy, holy moly. I don't have the notebook. I have my notebook somewhere else, I think. Yeah, I don't know where my notebook is. I have a notebook where I was thinking about finding another name for the 6 steps. And I did have something, but I don't have it in my head. It's on paper. Oops, Dad, wave up we find to count 9 on bar chart, which is better to count waves than candles. Sometimes 9 5 plus 4, that's impulsive, is 9 up impulse on bar chart, which is better to count waves than candles. I see. I mean, yeah, so I of course prefer the candles, easy to miss the first 1, 2. A bar chart. Wait, what are we talking about? Candles, hollow, volume, baseline. Oh, here. Yeah, I know. Actually, I don't often use the bar chart. These candles feel a lot more light. Oh wait, probably because they are. Oh yeah, up color blue. Funny. The first 1, 2. So this, of course, if you end your triangle here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is very clear. And then retracement clear, up again is clear. It's just that this is a bit of a struggle as a wave 1. It depends a little bit for me on, do we get 2, 4, 5s, right? So currently 1, 2, 3, 4, you look for 5, but if you get another 4, 5, that's when I would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you get again a local corrective structure, then I might consider that as a 1, yeah. Bogdan, how you doing? Yo, welcome. It's been a while. Good to have you here. How are you doing? How's study? How's studies? How's trading? I would be upfront with saying what amount of effort is spent. It should be an awesome concept with high expectations. Yeah, absolutely. We will put everything on paper and make sure that we, it should be a complete group effort, and dedication is required for sure. But you're also gonna skip out on people that do not have that by having a barrier of entry. Is there 3 of higher 5 or 3 of 1 of 5? Well, theoretically, it is funny. Actually, theoretically, it's both. At the moment, at least, what we're looking for. So this 3 is just a local 5. Depends a little bit what time frame you're talking about, but on a daily, if you're looking here. So by the way, I don't count this from 49K. This move is just a mess. You can completely forget about this. Doesn't matter. We just start here. So here you then have your 1, 2, 1, 2. And these 1, 2s are part of a bigger 3, meaning the yellow 3, right? 1, 2, and then 3. All of this is then part of a yellow 3. So is this 3 of higher 5? In that case, yes. Or 3 of 1 of 5. And it's also 3 of 1 of 5, as this is, of course, a wave 1. This is your wave 3 of wave 1 of course, a bigger 5. So in both you're, I guess, correct. But locally, we are just looking for a lower degree 4 and 5. So I think price may remain in the trend channel for the remaining bull. Yeah, I mean, if you look for impulsive continuation, get it back in that channel would be a minimum requirement. Yeah. Odin, the Koens International Creative Kaarsenfabriek. Oh no, I would not use Kick, man. Just for because of the streaming world, no, like. Kick. But Kaarsenfabriek. Nice one. Group composition will be critical. From my experience, group dynamic is very hard to manage. Conflicting ears will sooner or later appear. Yeah, it's all about it's gonna be an interesting concept, dynamic. It's a lot of management. I spoke about it this morning as well because I told Jan I said it's gonna be people driven, and therefore it's gonna be more difficult to manage, right? I mean, it's just truth. The more you can automate, the less people involved, I almost like the easier things become. But if you want to build a trading plan or strategy, you want people to create their plan or strategy, and in this case, you can do it with a team, and that requires team management. Yeah. Cheers, Chris. Welcome and appreciated. Wait, yellow wave 1. Oh, the 1 day. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. You already have merge. Odin has. That's correct. I don't have a. We're going to be working on a website. We gave the go to the company to develop a website. I also wrote an email, I think this week. So giving them some more information. Koens stat attack. Why 5? It's just the from an impulsive perspective. 1, 2, 3, looking for 4, 5. 4 broke the base channel, retracing in the common target for 4, and then looking for 5. Now your alternative, of course, is continuation. But if that's true, then once you take out the high, you want to see price continue up with definitely a significant amount of volume. And that is when we can then talk about, okay, there might be a double 1, 2 here, 1, 2, 1, 2 up. But at the moment, from a probabilities perspective, that's not going to be the primary. But based on the reaction, one can adjust the plan. KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Quantum reality, what's up? Strat pepperoni. Why 6 steps? Yeah, because there are six steps. So step 1, try as many free tools as you can and build experience. Step 2 is find your favorites and build statistics. Step 3 is combine some of these favorites that have good statistics, and now you're working on a plan, really. Step 4 is tweaking and adjusting. Add a tool, remove a tool, increase, build statistics to increase your win rate, your risk-reward ratio, and other data. And then step 5 is start trading with a low portfolio size, work on trading psychology. And then step 6 is increasing your portfolio size, and that's where you actually then start trading it. Yeah, Koens International Super Strat. EDM, that's correct. I've never used it. True. Is it possible to have the 4th wave? And now we are in the 5th wave from 5 wave from the triangle. Only if you count it as a... Wait, I guess with the triangle you mean what Tress meant? Is that you have the triangle here. Oops. And then this is your end of E. And then you would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, possible, but it's not a primary due to this here. because wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, wave 4 has to be a zigzag structure. Now you can count a first zigzag here, but this move up counts better as a double zigzag. So as long as here we don't get a bigger 4 to match, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4, 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not interested in counting this as an impulse. It looks much better as a 3-wave structure. But that immediately invalidates a 5-wave structure diagonal, because you have overlap, so you have to think about diagonals, or a multi 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. But this then becomes a sideways double combo WXY. And a WXY sideways double combo is not allowed in a wave 4 of a diagonal. Exciting times these. Christian, what's up? How you doing? Can you understand the volume, whether this move from 65k is a 3 or just another 1? From 65. It's more about structure, to be honest, than the volume, as only when you really move into a higher degree wave 3 are you going to see great acceleration in your volume. We can, of course, see that the peak volume has increased, right? And now you have this peak here. But it's still relatively low to what you eventually want to see. But also on the daily, you can see that we have a slim increase in volume. But currently the highest volume that we've had in a while, actually. Pretty much the highest volume since the beginning of August was in the daily candle yesterday. So there's, in the local uptrend that we have, there's definitely on the daily a bit of an increase. Trading, I'm at the point where I'm taking a trade a week, and that's enough for me. And I really like the students' life, but I've been thinking putting some more resources into trading again, into trading instead of alcohol and and the girls and the clubs and the Sounds like you have a good time, Bogdan. You gotta enjoy that time as well, because you want to look back to your student period and no regrets. But sounds like you're having a good time, and one trade a week. Look, that's all it needs, all it takes. No, one can create a scalping strat or a swing trade, or if there's one setup a week, perfect. No? A strategy for the people, by the people. Yeah, could even be an opportunity for some to develop some team building or entrepreneurial talents. Yeah, that's something that Janet mentioned as well. It's certain qualities in a group, of course, are developed. So yes, true, Odin. What you say is true. You're going to develop other skills, of course, than just creating a plan in such a group environment. Plus, it's an international network as well. So if you would travel to Asia, you know people. If you go to America, you know people. Yeah. I'm telling a dark truth. I only got a Koens hoodie because I told a friend to also participate for me, so I had 2 chances. That was the 10K giveaway. The 10K giveaway. Lucky you. Shall we ban him? Shall we ban him, guys? Never again. No. But I'm happy you like the quality, Patrick. Nice. And actually, I think that the new hoodies have a better quality. No, of course not, Patrick, man. I'm joking. You know me longer than today. But we actually, I think the quality now has improved because in instead of having the logo where my hoodie is in another room, instead of having the logo printed on top of the hoodie, we now, where's the picture of Eva? So this is Eva, and this is the Koens hoodie, but now it's in the, you know what I mean? Which is, I think, nicer. And also quality-wise, I took like maybe a Band-Aid gave me a picture of the inside of the hoodie, right? So it's stitched instead of printed. Yes, exactly. She lives in Lithuania, by the way. This is a cat, Simba. Simba has an Instagram account. Eva, feel free to share it if you want to. But here, so it's stitched, and maybe a Band-Aid. So one of the mods, he has a hoodie as well. And I think Odin, you have also the hoodie with the stitch, right? I think. But I asked maybe or was it Adam? Maybe it was Adam that had the newer hoodie with the stitches. But I asked them, like, can you take a picture of the inside of the hoodie? Because I want to see, funny enough, I didn't order one for myself with the stitch. I only have the one with the print. So I wanted to see if the inside here looks good. And if it's yeah, it was Adam. Okay. Wait, it was Adam. Let me actually find Adam. So I wanted to see if the quality on the inside is good, because I once received a hoodie at an event from another completely unrelated trading event, and the inside of the hoodie where the stitch was very itchy. It was not great work on the inside. On the outside it looked fine, but on the inside it was bad. So that's why I asked, I think then Adam, can I get a picture? Oh, there we go. Yo, I found it. Nice. So then I asked Adam, yo, can you send me a picture of how it looks on the inside? And this is what he sent. And this is very clean. So the other hoodie I received once at an event, which had a stitched thing as well, from another company, it was so bad on the inside. And I want Koens, and the brand Koens should be, whatever we do, it doesn't matter. Whatever we do, it should and has to always be high quality. I don't care if therefore the prices are higher, then it's the way it is, but I want high quality. So I asked Adam to send me a picture of the inside, because I can't check it on the website. So I just send it, and then he sent me this, and I was like, cool, this looks really good. And he said it's very comfortable, it doesn't itch, and this is perfect. The other hoodie I had all the white flaps, like not material. It's almost like, I don't know, it around the whole logo were like hard bits and pieces, and so very really shitty. But this is nice. So stitches instead of printed, yeah. Koen's favorite number 666. I actually don't have a favorite number. I have a favorite color, but I've never really had a favorite number. Samsung United, yeah. I mean, there's absolutely the possibility for, of course, a failed structure and another bigger move down, but we follow it along as price goes. Of course, this first structure, this is such an ugly move to start an impulse with, but then, you know, of course, you have the potential here of the triangle, but I'm never really a big fan of triangles. They don't appear as often, so as some people make it. So it's, but this is a very ugly structure, which is the reason why I don't look at this anymore. I just prefer to keep an eye on local, which is also, I guess, my that I enjoy low time frame with my counting. That's where I'm very strong. Of course, the high time frame as well, but it's the lower time frame where I, for myself, in my own trading, where I can make the difference to get better entries or whatever. But yeah, this is such a bad move, man. So that's why we don't look at it. We just follow with we just look at the newest information, and that helps us the most. Could we say the local has found this bottom now, or you come to the 382? Here locally, I mean, we're just looking for preferably 4 and another 5, and the structure on I mean, you got to go to like a 15. Could it be a bottom? I mean, time-wise as well as price-wise, it is acceptable for a wave 4. There's always still the opportunity. This is a flat, by the way. That's why I check it. Taken from the low here to the high. Always check this. So there's the potential here still that this is just A, right? A, B, C, take the high, resistance, and then you get this. And then you hit support, previous range, 382, and then you turn. So that's now a scenario that you have to keep in mind, because the pocket for a wave B has been respected, and price at the moment moves up so far in a straight line, of course. So the potential for a lower time frame impulse. But yeah, you're in the target area for your wave 4. So this is where, of course, it's interesting to look for signs of strength. What's up, BBL? Tres, didn't we try to check the DGIA recently, where I didn't manage to see it? Yeah, I don't know. I can't go back far enough with this. So I don't know, and this is wrong. So yeah, probably just stick with Bitcoin. Price rhymes, but it price doesn't repeat, but it rhymes is the typical quote. It's an amazing hoodie. Cheers, Eva. Might be useful as winter is approaching. How you know the start point of the 6th step and the ending? It's because I've lived it. I've been through those steps for me to create the strategies that I have today. So that's how. Cheers, Tres. Yeah. And it shouldn't have a canvas inside behind. Yeah, that was with the other one, like the one I once received from another company. It had like I guess you call it canvas, but it had like the white, almost like how can I explain this? Like it was stitched, and the paper around the stitching was still in the hoodie or something. Like I don't know. Wasn't great. Has a picture on Discord that happens when the fabric is thin. Yours looks decent. Yeah, I mean, I just want high quality. That's the bad one you were talking about. Yeah, being thin. I mean, it feels good. The other one, right? The bad one from the other company. Like feeling wise, it's fine. It's just I don't know the itching. It's not nice. No. Electrician's favorite number is always 5. Wait, not wave 3? You have a favorite number, Tres? I mean, if I had to pick one from an Elliott wave point of view, then I guess wave 3 would be a good one. I'm gonna hit the shower. Yo, Odin, enjoy the shower, enjoy the day in South Africa, man. thanks for being here. I believe it is candle formation that we must practice more reading order flow and volume because price move because of volume and transaction. Learning these concepts in more detail will provide us the clearest information about the market and how participants take action about price. So my suggestion would be to focus on the footprint charts. Yeah, that could be a strategy that you like to, or a way of trading that you like to, of course, follow and implement. I don't need the order flow. I use volume, but I use volume just on TradingView. I don't need order flow in my trading. But for some people, it might give them what they are looking for, right? As one of the tools, having order flow and volume together with candle formation. It might be very useful for some. It might not be useful for others. But yeah, it can absolutely be useful. I've had my fair practice with order flow in the past, but for me, order flow wasn't useful as it just added another layer of complexity, but did not necessarily improve my trading. For S&P 500, make good use of these charts. Yeah, interesting. Of course, now like TradingView has, of course, the different charts here as well. Footprint, right? TPO, session volume profile, which makes it very interesting. But besides the fact I don't use it, I can't as well here, but I don't need it. And because I don't need it, I'm essential on TradingView because it gives me everything I need. I barely use any indicators, so I don't have a paid plan for indicators. I only have a paid plan so that I can set more alarms. That's it. I don't have indicators. I never use indicators. So, and I only use this chart, but, I have my order flow. I did it with I had EXO charts for a while, and I figured like I used ATAS as well, but I don't know. It's just an extra layer of complexion that didn't help me. I like to keep it very simple. I like 2, so you can enjoy the 3s. Like 2 times 3 is 5. Nice one, Dow. Good math. Yeah. Only get to 5. Waves cause order flow. Yeah, there's always something to say, right? It's the one and the other. But yeah, we love your streams. Cheers, Simli from South Africa. I was in South Africa last week. Came back last week from South Africa. Favorite number 0.618. I mean golden pocket, but I don't know. I don't really have a favorite number. Never had. What's up, Ricardo? Cheers, Murat. Thanks for riding. Okay, guys, 4 p.m. I think, when did we go live? 2:30, so online for a nice 1.5 hour. I think we're going to call it a day. Let's see what happens tonight, if it's worth an update, the yes or the no. Yeah, we'll see. Tomorrow, of course, I'm live again in the afternoon. Tomorrow morning will be a new update. Sometimes I feel too young for these conversations. It's a matter of time till you're on our level, and then of course we are leveled up again. 886 is Koen. Oh yeah, maybe 88.6 is my favorite number. Yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I'll make sure to put the timestamps in the live stream afterwards. And yeah, we're of course at resistance, bit of a range forming, nice, no surprises. See what we get. And yeah, tonight likely another update. If there's not much change on the low time frames, I might just consider doing a monthly video again. What did the Oracle say? Ashley? I'm not sure if she's home already because she was doing her nails. She went for a manicure. Ashley? Up or down? What does the Oracle say? Okay. Okay. Oh, that's it. The Oracle says follow your plan. Oracle has learned. She knows what's up. So I don't know if you heard it, but she's getting smart now. Okay, thanks everyone for being here again. It's time to end the stream. We'll chat tomorrow live again. Maybe tonight. I'm gonna do another live stream again, like last night. Like chilling. So come to the 886 close and didn't get. Nice try. Okay. Maybe see you tonight for another live. Let's see what price action does locally. Or a video tonight. We'll see. Maybe nothing tonight. If anything changes. But time to continue the day. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll chat later.